I mean, I think everybody you watch, I think everybody in a good mood. I mean, especially myself. We dropped 2 games. We gave them 2 games, so pretty comfortable.
What's the process like for you when you kind of are going through a bit of a shooting slump? Who do you get with, and what do you do for the film?
I don't change nothing, man. I put the work in, so I don't really worry about missing or making shots. At the end of the day, man, it's gonna go in or it's gonna go out. I don't really trip, man. I put the work in this summer and throughout the season, so I don't really trip on this.
You identified some of the things you could do a little differently coming into Game 3 that you weren't doing in first 2.
I mean, last game I did everything that I wanted to do. I didn't take as many mid ranges, but I got to the rim. I just missed a couple easy layups. So just focusing on finishing those and finishing over the bigs.
People are wondering, to put a hard fall in Game 6 of the Denver series. You feel okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm good.
When you say you gave them those games, how much do you think were like Wolves' mistakes that costed the game, and how much was Dallas credit?
They got closers, man, with Luka and Kyrie, so you can't make mistakes down the stretch and keep it a close game. Because they got 2 guys they can throw the ball to and say, go get a bucket. But we made a lot of mistakes. I turned it over last game. We had a couple turnovers late in the game last game, and in the first game, we just gave it away. So,
yeah. What are you learning about the recovery process this time of year, the one day in between, and how did you spend the day yesterday to get your body ready and rev up?
I'm just learning it's tough. The playoffs is tough. But I didn't do nothing special yesterday. Got treatment. Other than that, just played the game. So,
yeah, do you think experience is playing part in the series, or is that idea?
Yeah, I think it's experience. I think we dropped 2. We gave them 2 games. At the end of the game, both games we up like 5 with a minute left, and we just get a game and we turn it over. Missing layups, just little things like that.
How would you describe the feeling that was in you when you lost that game 2 and for now for you?
I definitely was sick, man, because I think we was up like 5 with like a minute left or a minute 15 left, so I definitely was sick. But it didn't do nothing but add fuel to the fire for Game 3. I think all my teammates ready to go, man. It's fun.
When you seem like a guy throughout the playoffs that you sort of been undaunted by other people's experience, or Kevin Durant in the first round, or Denver's defending champs. Where does that mentality come from?
I just don't care. Yeah, I don't let nothing bother me. I don't get rattled. I just stay in the moment and have fun. That's the main thing. Just have fun, man. I've probably been getting a little away from having fun out there. Just let my misses and stuff like get in my head. You know what I mean? But I just got to get back to having fun, just playing with joy and with a smile on my face.
Have you always been like that? Sort of undaunted?
Yeah, for sure.
You said after Game 2 that you want to make the right play, but maybe the right play will be more shots for yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What will it look like?
Oh, now y'all gonna see tonight.
What we're going to see tonight different from other games?
I'm gonna be super aggressive. I mean, I haven't took more than 16 shots each game, so I'm gonna be ultra aggressive coming up.
And you mentioned that turnover late. Lively switched on you. When you went back and you looked at that, what did you see? What did you think?
Shot the fucking first shot. Yeah, that's just that simple. Yeah, for sure. That's all.
Yeah, but you see a rookie big on you. I mean, you probably think you've got some food in front of you.
I mean, it's not even. I don't care who in front of me. I don't even see the person in front of me. I'm just trying to get to my spot and shoot. I don't really care about who's in front of me.
Do you think it's giving you a benefit now that you guys are on the road because no one of you is FLM or distracted from something because we're all together?
I mean, I think we play better on the road anyway. I mean, every time besides the Phoenix series, we haven't played well at home. So, I mean, I think we're looking forward to this game because we play better on the road with our back against the wall.
Can you be in attack mode against this defense?
Can I be in attack mode?
Can you get to the rim? Can you be yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I've been getting away from it, but I'll definitely be back to it tonight.
Why do you feel like you've played better on the road than at home so far in this postseason?
Like she said, less distractions, less people around. I mean, you're in a hotel, you in those 4 corners, by yourself. Really, I just play the game, so I ain't got nobody bothering me.
Hey, your mentality is obviously in a good place, but those are two losses. How do you feel like the rest of the league?
I think we're in a pretty good mood. Everybody's smiling, joking, because we know, man. We know we're a good team. Like, we know it's not over. Like, I'm not worried. I don't think my teammates or coaches, I don't think anybody worried. We just know we got to come ready to play tonight.
Are you a tape guy? Do you watch a lot of that? Like he was asking me about that turnover. You just break any of that down, or?
I mean, not really. I watch it a little bit, but I don't really dwell on the past or like shit like that. I just go with the flow and just go into the next game.
Thanks, Dad.
Appreciate it, man.
Be able to have fun, in these hard times. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of emotion going on each game. So when we're with each other, we try to, lighten the mood, try to be able to have as much fun as possible. So we can have fun with work.
So highest field goal ever by a rookie, 62% in the playoffs. Did you ever expect that? And how would you say you're able to accomplish that?
I never expected that. I definitely say I'm able to have this happen because of my teammates. They were able to find me in open spots. I'm able to get them open, what gets me open. Being able to have amazing talents like Luka and Kai on the team, it makes my job so much easier. I get them open and then they get me open. So it's a tandem of being able to just help each other out.
Just a dream come true, kind of, just to be able to have your rookie year go this way, to be the Western Conference Finals. You're up 2-0, back to home now. Do you ever just kind of reminisce on how surreal this is?
I definitely look back to the start of this NBA season and thinking, I wouldn't have thought I got this far. I wouldn't have thought that this season would have went this way, where I'd be able to be in this position. I never thought coming into my rookie season we'd be able to get this far. I'm greater. I'm just trying to be able to learn. I'm trying to be able to take advantage of as much opportunity as possible.
It said before game 2, going in with this underdog mentality, like playing like we're down. Do you still have that mentality heading into this one?
We definitely have to. We got to come out and throw the first punch. Because whenever we come out and we get into the game, that's when we find ourselves having our trouble in the game. When we come out, we know what we have to do. We dictate what we have to do. When we execute, that's when we play our best, and that's when we ever walk out on top.
Hard sometimes for you. How are you finding strength and going on and playing, especially for others?
That's a real hard question. I definitely say that my teammates have helped me tremendously. Being able to have my family come down to watch the game. But it's extremely hard. It's definitely extremely hard to have such a taxing thing happen in your life. That's a part of me left me. I'm not able to be myself because I have my mom with me or my dad with me. But it makes me just want to fight that much harder. I'm able to have both my mom and my dad watching over me and watching my back. I feel her every time I'm on the line, every time I step on the court. I feel close to her when I'm off the court. So it just makes me want to be able to just try to excel, try to perform at my best.
Minnesota has the number one defense. The defensive player of the year playing center. You guys have been able to do a lot of backdoor outlet dunks. What's the key to that play?
Pace. A lot of it comes down to us being able to try to get to run our offense before they can set their defense. And whenever we're able to do that, we're able to get on a run. That's when we find our open baskets, our open corner threes, even our trail threes. Just being able to try to find our easiest buckets and being able to just kind of keep us afloat. There's times when the game gets close, and that's when we lock in to be able to just execute from play to play. But whenever we're out there in the middle of the game, we're trying to be able to run with pace, trying to be able to get out there, get open shots, and have fun.
What do you guys doing defensively that's limiting them so much in the paint, so much from here getting downhill to stop playing the usual Minnesota game with their team?
I would definitely say it really comes down to us being able to have each other's back. Us trusting that if I'm the lone man, they know I'm there, and if I'm up top, I know I have my lone man behind me. And just trusting our rotation. But definitely there's been times throughout the season where we didn't trust our defensive schemes, we didn't trust our rotations. But whenever we kind of settled in, buckled down, being able to trust who we are, trust who has our back, that's whenever we've been able to play our best defense.
Dereck,
Talk about what was said at halftime the other night. And who all spoke? Was champion?
I feel like going into the locker room, I definitely heard a couple voices. I heard Keith, I heard Kai, I heard Luka. Everybody in there gave their ideas. I wouldn't say it was just one person who stood up, but whenever Coach Kidd walks in and asks what we got to do, and whenever 4 or 5 players talk about what we need to do, that makes everybody know that we're all locked into the game. We're not thinking about anything outside the game.
Dereck, you're up to 2-0 and you get 2 wins on the road. How do you find that balance of celebrating the wins and that you're executing the game plan, but also staying poised where you don't get complacent with a series lead?
I think it really comes down to labeling what emotion you're going to use. We can be happy that we've won 2-0, but we can't take our foot off the gas. We can't just think that the job's finished because the job's not finished. There's a lot of things that can go down because if we won 2 at their house, then they're going to think that they can win 2 at our house. So it's going to be able to come out here and just have our foot on the gas. being able to kind of throw the first punch, throw the second punch, and take a punch and then throw one right back is really going to be able to come down to this game.
You already both games you trailed, especially this last one, 18 points. How do you think that you can do better? Is there anything that you think you can do better?
I definitely it comes down to us taking care of the ball, us being able to find open shots, and us being able to trust one another. You know, we know that no matter if it's a 20-point lead, a 25-point lead, they either can come back or we can come back. So just being able to no matter if it's the first quarter to the fourth quarter, you got to keep your foot on the gas. If you take your foot off the gas and let them to get some confidence, they're going to get back into the game because everybody in the NBA are amazing players. You know, you have to be a certain caliber of player to play in the NBA. So no matter if you give them a little energy to breathe, they're going to be able to just flourish. So it's just being able to just make sure you keep the foot in the tightest neck and not let up.
You already had the chance to talk to Dereck Lively II to get some advice how it was to go through the process.
I've definitely gotten some tips from Dirk from Tyson. I haven't spoken directly to Dirk. You know, I hope to see him at tonight's game. But whenever he comes out, I feel like it's a respect thing of everybody knows the need to try the best. You know, being able to see someone as great as Dirk step on the floor and watch us, it just makes everybody just lock in that little bit more so that we can.
Speaking of Tyson, what's the biggest advice he's given you for this postseason?
Hard question. It really comes down to being able to keep your mental right. You know, being able to make sure everything off the floor is clean. You don't have to worry about anything off the floor. And at the same time, that just makes everything on the floor that much easier because you don't have anything to worry about. You're focused on everything on the floor, and you're not wandering. You're not thinking about anything else.
I'm sure you watched Luka before you came into the league, but did you realize this is a player that he was, or was anything surprising when you ended up coming here and playing with him?
You know, I feel like we all can look at TV and we can think, you know, that's cool and all, but there's no way that's really how it goes. But that is really how it goes. You know, I feel like I see more than what the TV sees now. No matter if it's from shoot around to practice, to just shooting around at night school. But, you know, he's an amazing player. He's an amazing teammate. He's an amazing person. I'm just glad I'm able to just grow my game, grow my character as a person around him. I feel like I've learned so much from him and so much from the game.
We know who Luka and Kyrie are like players. What don't we know about them as players? They're about people to be around and encourage.
I'm 20 and we think I act the youngest, but I don't act the youngest. I can definitely tell you that. You know, they're always just trying to be able to they're leaders, but they also try to know whenever they keep the energy light, whenever to keep positive energy whenever there's negative times going on. You know, I feel like they've stepped up as leaders throughout this year, throughout this postseason of making sure that we all are not complacent. You know, whenever we look back at Luka hitting a 3-point shot, at the same time we're all celebrating on the bench and on the sidelines, but Luka and Kai are telling us it's not finished. We still have time on the clock and we got to be able to get this win, we got to be able to get this stop. Just being able to have players like that just makes everybody stay locked in the game, no matter if it's warm-up lines or even after the game at media. We're always focused about the game. We're always just tuned in to what we have to do.
Thank you. Tough game 2 loss.
We're just ready to play. I mean, we've been losing. It's not like what we wanted, so we're just kind of ready to go hoop and win the game.
When you guys kind of look at the film, especially late game offense, what do you think you need to do differently in those situations to pull it out?
Just take care of the ball. I mean, we turn it over. I've been turning the ball over lately at the end of the game. Just be strong with the ball and just take care of it, really.
How, when it comes to kind of defending their lob, they had a lot of success with that in the second half. Kind of what have you guys discussed about how to defend when Luka, Kyrie are looking for that play with their big men?
We just got to be like, I'll say, like in our rotations, we got to be precise and just not like trying to cat and mouse things. I feel like we all do that, so like kind of makes the next man not know what he needs to do. So just being precise with your movements and stuff.
Jaden, what was on your mind after that last Luka shot on the switch that got Gobert defending him and not you, for example?
I mean, Rudy made him take a tough shot, so I mean, we're living with it. He probably would have tried to do the same shot versus me, you know. So, I mean, everyone hits game winners, they miss. So, I mean, there's nothing really we could do about it. We're just on to the next game, really.
Dude, why do you think you guys have been so successful on the road in the postseason?
The fans, everyone against us. I feel like that helps us a lot. It just feels like we're playing versus everyone.
Jaden, after Game 7 of the Denver series, Nas was saying that nobody in the locker room was ever really worried after you guys were down 3 games to 2. Is that the same kind of feeling you guys have now?
Yeah, it's the same feeling. Like, we know we're a better team. We just haven't played as well, like, through the stints that we have played, and, like, just take care of the ball. Like, you still haven't seen our best basketball, so just staying with it, listening to the coach, staying with the game plan, and we should come out with a win tonight.
What factor about that Mavs team make you guys think it's hard to defend them? Like, what's the hardest part of defending that team?
Probably just like Luka's playmaking, like knowing where he wants to pass the ball. I mean, he kind of does a good job of like looking people off. Like, he might look one way, throw the ball the other way. So just like his playmaking. And then Kyrie just he plays super fast, like in transition, or whenever he gets the ball, he goes quick. So it's kind of hard to contain him, but just them two really.
Jaden, I know you said that, obviously Luka made a tough shot and Rudy gave him a tough contest. The clip of that moment was kind of broken down, and right when the switch happened, you're caught on camera just kind of making like a face like, man, it's going to be tough. Do you remember what was going through your mind at the time of the switch?
No, I just wanted to guard him because he hit one on me last game, so I kind of just wanted to be able to guard him again in the same position, but I kind of knew I wasn't going to be able to just because of what we were switching and what Coach asked for. So hopefully we don't be in that position again, but if we do, I'll make sure I'm not switching.
What did Coach ask for?
He just wanted us to switch. But yeah, that's all. I just listen to Coach, so,
Jaden, what have you guys learned just about maybe yourselves as a team coming back from adversity in that Denver series that maybe you didn't know before?
I mean, it kind of tells like anything's possible. Like the Denver series, Denver Game 7, we was down by 20. We just stayed together, fought back. It's kind of the same, just we're down 2 games to 0. So just staying with each other, staying together, and just listening to Coach really.
Thanks, Jaden.
Thank you.